Today we have the daunting task of arranging a bunch of crap that we took, not crap, but good stuff that would come out of the garage, and sorting through it. Obviously, we're going to have to figure out what to do with it, so we'll get out here and sort through it. Anyway, what a mess, but it'll be really good when we're finished with it. Come here. Come here, look. Take care of those for me. I know she don't. I dropped a few of those out of the bag for Pyper. She wants to eat her soft food first. She don't like to eat those things, man. She gets everything else she can first. Don't you, girl? Hey, come here. There's still some more down there. Look, get that one. Gun smoke, or sometimes a wagon train, or rifleman. I suppose rifleman is probably my favorite. I hate to do that. Leftovers from yesterday at first watch. That's Mimi's channel, but it's not my favorite, but that doesn't matter. Okay, that's Samsung. Okay, so we have to go to DirecTV to watch the Leave It to Beaver. Or to my big surprise, it was Lakewood Church who popped up. Another one of my favorite. I began to watch. Andy Griffin. Uh-oh. Joel's on there speaking the truth. Everybody calling him a devil. Poor guy's all he's trying to do is help people. And makes a little money off of it, and everybody thinks he ought to go to hell. Figure that one out. Trying to give people a little hope without them being browbeaten and beaten down and said, hey, buddy, you're going to freaking hell.
It's the late 1950s. My father was pastoring a successful church and just built a beautiful new sanctuary. The future looks so bright. My sister was born with something like cerebral palsy. The doctors told my parents that she'd probably never be able to walk or feed herself. My father took away for a few minutes to read the scripture.
Oh, my goodness. Let's see.
He saw how Jesus went around healing people, doing miracles. How when you believe, all things are possible. He was taught in seminary back then that miracles only happen in Bible days. He came back to his church with a new fire. He shared this message of faith.
Joel's definitely a motivational speaker, and I do appreciate listening to him sometimes. And as I've grown older, I don't always listen to preachers that much. I listen to God in my own way.
He had lifelong friends that never spoke to her again. People she had known for years, gone to school with, raised children with, done life together. Now they walked away. Wouldn't have anything to do with her. Mother is about to be 91 years old. I have never heard her say one negative thing about those people. Never heard her complain about them, belittle them.
Occasionally, God speaks to me just like he's speaking to me right now by listening to Joel Osteen. Normally, I would have just flipped on past it.
Convince them to change their mind, keep them on her side. She understood this principle. If people can walk away, you have to let them walk. If they leave you, accept it as a part of your destiny. Don't spend your life trying to change people's minds and win them over, convince them to approve you. Like me, you have to keep them good first. Not bitter. I'll show you. I'm going to make you look bad. Leave it in God's hands. When you're at peace with who walked away, you're passing the test. That's when you'll see the new things God is doing. My parents went out and started Lakewood, Mother's Day 1959, with 90 people. The critics said it would never last, but here we are today, 65 They had to reject it. It was painful, but it was God closing the door. You're not always going to understand what God is doing. Why this person treated you this way? You've been good to them, but they left you out. Said things that weren't true. Leave it in God's hands. Don't spend all your energy trying to convince people to stay that don't want to stay. Some people, no matter what you do, how hard you try, how good you are to them, you're going to find fault, misunderstand, want to leave. Best thing you can do, let them go.
Let them go. That's right, Joe. Adios. Left foot of fellowship is what Joe, his daddy, used to call it. His church gave him the left foot of fellowship. Joel Osteen's father was a remarkable man. Remarkably good, holy man. When you shook his hand, you knew you shook your hands with someone who was special. You could feel it. You could feel it just tingles come through your arm from that. The presence of God within him. Incredible. Incredible how he was.
And become the great grandmother of King David. Now we understand why she said, I cannot be. Not maybe I'll come with you now.
I don't think I want this huge cup from Sonic.
You let them walk away, the better off you're going to be. And I'm not saying to be mean and rude, treat them the same way. I'm just saying, quit depending on them for your value. Thinking you have to have them to reach your destiny. You don't need them to feel good about who you are. Let them walk away, and God will bring people into your life that see it as a masterpiece.
What do you think, Pyper? Sounds pretty good, doesn't it?
That loves spending time with you. I know when someone leaves, it's
Your blessing, Lord, on this food. Amen. As we listen to Joel. Guess I'm going to eat this with a spoon because that's what I brought over here. Prefer.
A few years after my father passed, the church was really growing and we needed a larger auditorium. My father always said that he would never move the church. I was young. I didn't want to rock the boat. But when we got word that the Compact Center became available, I knew it was supposed to be ours. I didn't announce it, but it came out in the news. 99% of the congregation was completely for it. Everyone's so excited. But there was this one man. He would find me after every service. Joel, you know, your dad said he wouldn't move the church. It's not right to go to that other location, and if you go, I'm not going to come. Well, my personality is to want everybody to be for it. I said, well, man, let's just pray. Let's just wait. Let's just see what happens. Hoping to change his mind, convince him to get on board. But after about the 40th time of him telling me it wasn't right, he wasn't going to come, something shifted in my spirit. I didn't say it, but I thought to myself, I hope
Regardless of what people say about Joel, I believe he's a good guy trying to do the right thing. And he made a little money with doing it, and so what? I think he ought to be left alone and let him do what he can do to help people in the way God has given him that ability. And with that, I'll say amen and hallelujah. And I enjoyed having breakfast with Joel Osteen today.